So Calamity is still clean from last weekend's scrub. About me, I've found this old vintage jacket. I'm in the market for a summer jacket, and this one's sort of loose and baggy. It's got the old 80s shoulder pads in it, but you know, I'm sure they'll come back into fashion one day. I often don't wear branded jackets, although as soon as Indian get a nice brown one, I will be getting one of those. But you know, brown is, I'm all about brown. Brown is the new black. Anyway, so that's this jacket. It's cropped at the waist, like it is a very 80s vibe. You might find these interesting. The other's dark, and I was riding because it was night, and I got a bit worried about how close people were getting to me. So I got these illuminated bike balls. So, see? I think I'd like them flashing, just to let people know, watch out, fucking don't get so fucking close. Jesus, it's scary. We're going, let's go. I'm the Aussie. And the Indian. Oh, wrong one, this Indian. Hello comrades, inmates and COVID survivors. Today is Sunday, don't know, but anyway, it's Father's Day here in Australia. So for that very reason, I'm heading west to see my dad at my brother's place. Going to a pub called the Cricketer's Arms at Prospect. Now, I go through, to get to my brother's place, he lives outside of Penrith, which is about like, you know, an hour west of Sydney, in the suburbs of Western Sydney. Now, and then we moved when I was 10 or 11, we moved out to a place called Emu Plains. Sounds very Australian. And in those days it was just bush. But anyway, of course now Emu Plains, Penrith has turned into quite a big city. And over the years, people that lived and grew up in the western suburbs of Sydney were classed as Westies. People that live out there now, I don't give a fucking shit anyway. I've obviously turned out quite okay with good grammar. I didn't go onto the expressway because I found out the other day when I looked at all my tolls, well, that West Connects business has just been opened. My tolls were like $20 odd. Now, I thought, geez, that's a tank of fuel, you know? And I don't want to sound like I'm a tight ass, but at the moment I am, because I have to be. You know, $20 I can avoid by just copping a few bloody lights. That's okay. I can deal with that. Harley Davidson dealership is there. That's the Sydney Harley Davidson dealership. I've bought a few bikes from those guys in my past. I think the other trick is with, I've been told, when I was in America I was told when I'm going through toll roads to get on the shoulder and they can't pick up your number plate to charge you. I don't know if that works or not. You can tell me in the comments below if it's a thing. Probably highly illegal, but I might give it a go. Anyway, back to where I'm going today. So out near Prospect, which is near Blacktown, there's a pub called the Cricketer's Arms, which is a really old pub from the 1800s. Another old one. It's not the oldest in Australia, but it's another old one. I dare say it'll be full of tourists, so I'm just going to go there and see what happens. See if I can meet any interesting folk. Prospect was back in the explorers' day when we were colonised, had a very large Aboriginal population. I think Governor Phillip came through there. There was like a reservoir and water where a lot of the Aboriginal tribes would live. Okay, I'm here at the Royal Cricketer's Arms. And it says parallel parking to the posts. Thanks for your cooperation. Okay. Thing now with the COVID, we've all got to scan ourselves and a barcode comes up and then we enter our details to say that we've been here. Everything's got to be reserved, you just can't rock up. Anyway, they say it's got their hours, so I'm in with the hours, but I don't know if they're open. No, they're locked. But it's an old Old shed down there. Now that is a tin shed. It's like they could have bands here. There's a stage. Cool bar, huh? Well, she sort of looked at me and then just sort of kept walking, so not sure they maybe they don't want customers. There's a few cars down there, so something's going on. I mean, on a Sunday morning it'd only be a church that could get those sort of numbers. And I'm not going to church. I want to get into this pub and say hello to the Royal Cricketers Arms. Here we go. Well, it's got 11 o'clock, but it doesn't seem to be open. There's someone in there because I saw a lady around the back. I went around. I just saw a car driving in the back. You guys come here often?
Oh, we go to the markets.
Oh, is that what's down there, markets?
Yeah,
oh, I thought it might have been church.
No.
So I'm thinking, what sort of thing would get a crowd like that? I'm thinking only church. Oh, markets. Oh, well, I'll take a walk down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what this place is, which is right next to the pub, which isn't open yet, is an old school drive-in theatre. Remember those? I remember those. You know, you'd go and watch a movie with some bloke. You'd never watch the movie, of course. They were great days, weren't they? Anyway, what they have on the site now, they still actually operate this as a drive-in theatre, is that they have market stalls, which, seeing as the pub's not going to be open for another half an hour, I'm going to squeeze over and see what shit I can find. See, there's the screen, the old drive-in screen. What's the little bike?
It's $30.
$30.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't go or anything, does it? Just like you just pedal it.
That needs the battery.
Oh, it needs battery.
Now working, but slow because the
Of course.
battery needs the charger.
Right. Wow. They're from New Zealand. They're part of the native dress there. They're lovely. Beautiful. Haven't got a spare 300 at the moment. I love that. But you know, it brings up the question of being culturally appropriate. It's like when people wear the Indian headdress and they're not actually Native American Indians. So that was New Zealand, like it was like a warrior cape. So I'm not sure how appropriate it is to actually, for people that aren't of that indigenous culture, wear them. So as much as I love all those feathers and things, you've got to be a little bit careful. Another. So I found a horse's head. I think I'll have to get it. Because we all know how much I love horses. I might get this. I don't know what I might use it for, but
It's handy for Halloween or Melbourne Cup. There you
anything.
go.
Just riding along with the horse's head on my head. Maybe I'll make a helmet out of it. Yeah. I got some piece of shit. It's all that's here is really shit. So, time to make my way back to the pub, I think. The generation that doesn't know what a drive-in theatre is, you bring your car here, there's a big screen up there, and these things, which are all, these things would go and hang on your car window, and that would bring the sound of the movie on. But now they're all bolted, so obviously nowadays they'd have Bluetooth or some sort of contraption. But that's it. I actually remember being here. I think I parked over there sometime, because that used to be like the place where you go and get food. God, that's bringing back some memories. See that combi van over there? That could have very well been the van I was in at the time. I love combi vans. It's got any history to it that
Absolutely.
I should... Oh, can you tell me?
yeah.
You won't be on film, but I can hear you. Oh, just tell me. Okay. Oh, okay.
So first opened and licensed in 1880
Oh, look
when
at that.
the Prospect Reservoir was being built.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's kind of stayed around.
Yeah.
Had lots of different lives. It was a tea room. It was a marketplace.
Yeah.
It had lots of different things. And
Wow.
yeah,
Telephone. That doesn't still work, does it?
No.
No. Okay. Just wondering. So you've got so it's all kept pretty well to its original sort of thing. People locals?
Yes.
Yes? Are you? There's actually locals come here. So how local? Like Blacktown? Thank you so much. That was great. Can I get out this way as well? Can I exit this way? Is there an exit? I can exit? Go. I'm exiting. Okay. Well, that was pretty uneventful in the pub. I tell you what, people get a few rules under their belt and they become fucking Nazis. Everything's a fucking issue. Like, everything was a drama. I was there for 10 minutes. Trouble when pubs are taken over by big corporations. They have staff there that are in fear of doing something a little bit out of the box. They all, get hung up on fucking rules. I mean, I know there's the letter of the law, but I believe there's the spirit of the law as well. Holy fucking shit, it's starting to rain. Oh, it's not much. That was unexpected. So I'm here in Penrith, and this song comes on by Dave Debs, terrific Australian singer-songwriter. Heading back to your hometown. So I'm on a road called Boundary Road in a place called Cranebrook. I actually used to live on a property here. I used to rent an old farmhouse with some people, and it was called Mount Pleasant. And it's so strange to see it. It was over there, I think, and it's all housing. It's all been subdivided. It's all subdivided now. Gee, I had some parties back in those days at the farm. I remember one party went all weekend, and it was like Monday I was getting up to go to work, and I looked out of my window out into the long grass, and I saw someone get up out of the grass and stagger towards the road. Hilarious. Yeah, it's completely all built up now. What sort of dog's that? Is that yours or?
Yeah, Holly's the vein.
Right.
Vein. Come here.
Happy Father's Day.
I think you.
This dog is deaf and 11 years old. The last one of the litter to survive into old age. Aren't you, Buster? I have no idea what you're going to end up with. I've been listening to some good music along the way home. A particular bent for Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen, Tom Waits, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. They're the well-known people. I love a lot of Australian singer-songwriters, which I've always liked to include in my videos, but now I can't because I seem to get copyright, even though I have permission. The publishers don't know that they've given me permission, and then all the alerts go off, and it's just, YouTube's too hard as it is. Always choose a good attitude and care about people and things. On that note, see you later. Good night, everybody. I'm sleeping with a horse's head tonight. I've slept with some real fuckheads in my time, but never a horse's head before. Oh, for fuck's sake. Be good.